So, Louis, who are you? Who are you, Louis?
Well, as Gloria Gaynor once said, I am what I am.
You are what you are.
I am what I am.
How are you, Louis? Have you had
I'm very well, thank you, Jacob.
Good. Have you had a nice? Oh, I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good. Have you had a nice day?
I have actually. I've been very excited to come on the night.
I do. There's a lot of excitement in the room.
There
I feel
is.
Like
I am absolutely buzzing
you've
to
been
be here.
sitting here in awe, almost.
Of you. Of
me?
you.
Wow.
I'm always and forever in awe of you, Jacob.
Thank you very much. So, Louis, you mentioned quite a few things to me before we started of potential stuff you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I think we'll start on quite a big part of you, I'd say. Fashion.
Fashion. Yeah.
So, what does fashion mean to you, Louis? What is fashion?
It's something very important to me, obviously. Yeah. It's my passion. It's what I want to go into in the future. But for me, it's a way of expressing yourself. Yeah. It's how people show who they are. And through history, there's been people that have pioneers and people that have protested and gone against the norm. And the fashion and what they were wearing was a key part of that. And I think moving into the future, I want to make it like that. I want clothes to be ways to express yourself, and I want them to be ways of showing what you believe in and what you want to go and do with your life.
So looking at me, what do I say? What do I want to do with my life?
Well, I would say one of my key quotes, as you will know, Jacob, is duller than beige. Duller than beige.
Is that good or bad?
Bad.
Okay.
I am actually wearing a little bit of beige today, but I thought with the
is that bad as well?
accessories.
Or is that?
No, because I've accessorised.
Oh,
You're
right.
just
I'm just boring.
dull.
Oh,
so duller than beige. Sorry.
I'm quite offended. Even with like the little chain.
Well, we were having a chat about this little chain before, weren't we?
It's almost swag.
Never heard of this juice box person. Juice World. No.
You might have
much more Diana
Ross.
Ross.
Some fans there. I don't know.
Gloria Gaynor more.
Oh yeah.
Amy Winehouse.
I know Amy Winehouse.
Tina Turner is my favourite.
I know Tina Turner as well.
Rolling.
I do. There we go.
So,
fashion. You said you wanted to go into a job in fashion.
I do.
What job? Fashion is a big industry.
It is.
A lot of money to be made.
I want to go into designing. Yeah. Designing is my passion, and also textiles designing, not just fashion, jewellery, anything, all of that. But yeah, hopefully one day, fingers crossed, I'll have my own business, my own brand in fashion. And yeah, I'll be an icon hopefully one day.
Oh, there we go. So any particular type of fashion? Because I feel like you're not really the North Face puffer jacket.
No, I'm not
type.
that. I'm a bit more. I think for me, fashion. What annoys me about fashion sometimes is that that's for men. That's the menswear collection, and that's the women's wear collection. Yeah. I think they should just be together. Men should wear what men want to wear.
Always together? Or
yeah, no, I do actually. I think whatever is released, and I think Paris Fashion Week, New York, Milan, London, whatever, wherever, there's always a menswear collection and a women's wear collection with the big brands. And for me, if I had my own brand, I would make it all in one, because I think there's so much stigma around men wearing women's clothes, and to a certain extent women wearing men's clothes, but I think it's a little bit more normalized. But for me, it's all in one. I think it's, as I said, it's an expression. Yeah. If you want to wear that, go and wear that.
So it would be like all of your, I don't like this word, drops would be, say, unisex.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying, basically.
Well, I wouldn't say unisex. I'd just say, this is my collection. It's for everyone. Yeah. It's for absolutely anyone that likes my clothes. Even if they don't like my clothes, bloody wear it. That's what I'd say. Okay.
So, in terms of, you mentioned Paris Fashion Week.
I did.
And I know there's a lot of other fashion weeks. How do you get into something like that as a sort of starting out fashion designer? How do you get your clothes at the Paris Fashion Week?
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Obviously, like any in the performing arts. Is it performing arts? Yeah, it's creativity.
I reckon it's performing art.
It's hard to get into. It's such a saturated business and like community. But just, I hate saying this because there's so many people with so much talent. Yeah. but it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
And you need to have a wealth of people in the industry, in any industry that you're into. You need to know people in it to be successful.
Pretty much any industry.
So I think Paris Fashion Week or any fashion week, you need to have a collection. You need to basically design clothes and get a venue, get events together, get a guest list, and just put yourself forward. Get yourself out there, get yourself known, and invite. What I would say about getting guest lists is, as much as you want everyone that you know to be there, you also need high brow people to bring in the paps, to bring in the
what a pap.
Paparazzi.
Oh, okay, sorry.
To bring in the kind of the buzz around your brand. So I'm doing it at the moment because I've got a project that I'm working on. Just contact anyone.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anything from not asking. So like, you should contact Anna Wintour. Yeah. And it's up to her if she comes or not. So do I need to stop saying?
It's all right, though. It's all right. We'll sort that out later.
Okay.
So I know you probably wanted me to mention this because I saw the little look in your eyes. You're starting a project.
I am.
What's the project, Louis?
So kind of good segue.
Yeah, Jacob. I saw it. Good glance.
So no, I am also starting a podcast.
Oh, are you?
I am. You know this.
I do know this. I'm surprised. We did talk about this.
Yeah. But I'm starting a podcast to educate youth and anyone that will listen, really, about past, current, and future fashion news and events that have happened. And I'm going to get guests on to talk about their specialty and speciality, and talk about what they're passionate about in fashion.
Just fashion, or could I go on there being, as you said, not very fashionable?
I think I'd have to have you on there because you've had me on the night podcast. But if I didn't know you, I don't think I'd invite you on. No.
So will it be like a news almost podcast?
No, I think it'd be more like a chat. I chat to these people and be like, tell me what you know, tell me what inspires you, tell me what gets you up in the morning, and then we can go from there. We can chat, even if it's not about fashion. And this is also building up contacts. It's building up people in the fashion industry that I can rely on and use future in my career. Yeah. And also it's about teaching myself and educating myself on the things that people are passionate about that come on the podcast.
Have you got any guests lined up for it?
As I was saying, I have reached out to a lot of people. No one has yet replied to me.
That's all right.
But hopefully getting myself out here on this should get some people in.
I'm sure.
But no, I've planned my first episode. Yeah. It's going to be an homage to the late Dame Vivienne Westwood.
Okay.
With her recent passing. And it's going to be called "I Think I Killed Vivienne Westwood."
That's a clickbait almost.
Well, no, it's not, because I actually think I did kill her.
How did you kill her, Louis?
Well, funny story.
This might get a bit dark.
Yeah, but I've always wanted a Vivienne Westwood ring.
Yeah.
Always wanted a Vivienne Westwood ring. I think they're
probably
iconic.
quite expensive.
They are, but I've always wanted one. So I got a job this year.
Yeah.
And I've decided that with my income and with being part of the working force, I would buy myself a Vivienne Westwood ring.
Have you bought one?
I did buy one. Get to the end of the story, Jacob.
Sorry.
Don't cut in.
Oh, cut in, sorry.
But so I went out, trundled off to the Vivienne Westwood shop.
Which is where?
I went to the one in Bicester.
Oh, okay.
Because Bicester's close to me. And they've got some lovely bits there that are discounted. So I went there, bought the ring. The died the next day. Dame Vivienne Westwood died the day after I bought her a ring.
That's almost, yeah.
It's almost like I bloody killed her.
Coincidence.
I wouldn't say. So podcast is called It's Fashion Darling. So when it comes out, please subscribe, watch it, like it, whatever. It will be on Spotify.
I'll subscribe, Louis. I'll be your first subscriber.
Thank you very much.
That's all right.
Thank you.
So, how much would a Vivienne Westwood ring set you back in your
Well, I bought a black. It was a black ring. It is obviously a circle, but it's not. It's cut in the middle, so it's like a gap. It's got a gap in the middle, and then it's got cubic zirconians around it. And
I don't know.
Cubic zirconians are. They look like diamonds, but obviously they're much cheaper. They're like an artificial diamond.
Yeah, so it's still a stone.
So it's still a stone, but artificial. And it has the Vivienne Westwood logo round. It's subtle. It's black. It's gorgeous. I wear it with a certain outfit, and I love it. And it cost me £165.
Yeah, little cough there.
Yeah, no, £165.
Yes. I'm sure there's a lot more expensive rings, to be
Yeah,
fair.
there is.
I've heard of a lot
I've
more
always
expensive
wanted it,
rings.
and I saved up with my job.
Well, exactly.
so
If you did it from, your income.
I did it for me. I did it for me.
Was it worth it?
It was absolutely worth it.
Well, there we go.
Well, I bloody killed it, so maybe it wasn't worth it.
Well, but you got a nice ring.
I did get a nice
Yeah,
ring.
there we
It
go.
was worth it.
So, let's pretend we're on your podcast. One of the questions that you mentioned would be, what are your inspirations? So, what are your inspirations?
My inspirations. What, in life or in fashion?
Should we go for both? Should we go for fashion first,
Fashion
and then we'll go
first,
for
okay.
your life inspirations?
Okay, my fashion inspiration. I'm very inspired by Karl Lagerfeld, who died in 2019, unfortunately. And he was he designed for Chanel, Fendi, and had his own brand. Apparently, unfortunately, he wasn't a very nice person. I think he was a bit of a not a very nice person.
Yeah.
But his designs will go down in history, and
Live
he
on.
is an icon in our industry. But no, I don't know. I feel Chanel is struggling more now since he's left and passed away.
Is that just because of like a lack of the same sort of designs? Or
I think because he was there for so long,
Yeah.
and you thought Chanel, you thought Lagerfeld. You
Yeah.
thought Lagerfeld, you thought Chanel. They were so entwined, and he was such a genius that when he left and later died, I think the creative director now, who slips my mind, she's not as, I wouldn't say popular, I'd say she's not as well known,
Yeah.
not as high profile, and I think to a certain extent, you do need talent, which
Yeah.
Lagerfeld had, but you also need to be known.
Yeah.
You need to be out there. You need to network and get yourself known,
Yeah.
like he was with Chanel and Fendi, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But
Any
more
other?
Chanel?
Oh yeah. Any other fashion inspirations?
No, I'd say my main one was Lagerfeld.
Yeah.
I take Schiaparelli. I like a lot. They're a very interesting brand. Started at the same time as Chanel.
Yeah.
They were kind of rivals after the Second World War. Coco and Schiaparelli. But no, yeah, I'd say Lagerfeld and Schiaparelli.
Yeah. So life inspirations. Are there any?
Well,
any of those?
You, Jacob.
Me.
You are my life inspiration.
You're just throwing out the compliments.
Yeah.
So
No.
really, do you have any life inspirations?
I do, just not you.
Oh wow.
I'd say I don't know if you know this guy, but a guy called Billy Porter.
You know, I have heard of him.
You have.
Where have I heard of him?
So he is a actor and singer. And he was in the musical theatre scene for a very long time. And recently, or most recently, he's been in a drama called Pose about the HIV and AIDS outbreak in New York and how the community struggle with that. But also, Pose is about the ballroom culture in New York, and that is, do you know what the ballroom culture is?
Ish.
It's not dance. Well, it is dancing, but it's not the ballroom I think you're thinking of. It's not. It's not that.
Okay.
It's not a bit of Argentine tango.
Yeah. Okay.
It's where people that didn't fit in, people that were on the fringe of society would go, and they would have categories.
Yeah.
So they would have butch queen realness, which was more masculine, and then they'd have femme queen realness, which was more feminine, and they'd have all these different categories, and people would walk the runway, and they weren't really runways because they were in like garages and halls, and
It's underground.
it was underground, most definitely. And it's, and do you know what? I'd say that's some of my inspiration. I think those people around then were really inspirational, and their drive and their fight throughout the AIDS pandemic, HIV and AIDS pandemic, was really quite admirable. And Pose, go and watch it, because it will make you cry 1 minute and it will make you laugh the next. It's brilliant. Go and watch it. You can watch it on BBC, I think, or not, Disney Plus, one of them. I don't know.
No, okay. So, something I noticed as well, you've got a piano on your top. Do you like music?
Well, shall I unveil?
Because the listeners might not be able to see it.
So this is obviously my shawl, my pashmina, darling. And so this is an Elton John top that I got from, I think it was River Island, actually. And I think I love it because it's not too over the top. It's not.
Is it not?
For me,
for
it's
you,
not too over the top. I like it. I love Elton John. I'm going to see him next year.
Are you?
I love him, and I think he's a real inspiration. And no, I like this t-shirt. Lovely. But
so music, you like music?
I do like music. I do like music, and I do like Elton John. But I'm much more an old music taste. I'm very much the gay anthems, the Gloria Gaynor, the Tina Turners, the Diana Ross, the Cher. I'm much more there with the.
Are you the sort of sit in your bedroom vinyl?
I've got a record player.
Yeah.
I have a Tina Turner. I've got Cher. I've got Madonna. I've got Amy Winehouse, and I listen. And music's a big part of my life. Music. Yeah. I think you can tell a lot from people's music taste. Yeah. And if I'm dating someone or go on a first date with someone, if their music taste is a bit off, I'm like, bye.
Creatively, do you think music helps you? Say if you're designing something, designing 100%, an outfit, 100%. You'd have the tunes on.
Also, quite a big passion of mine is drag. And I often listen to music and think this would be a good drag number, and then I think, what clothes can I design? What dress can I design for this? What can I do? I did it today, actually. I listened to Shirley Bassey. Do you know Shirley Bassey?
No.
She's done Bond theme tunes.
Oh, okay.
She's done. Do you know Goldfinger?
Yeah.
She sung that.
Oh, right, okay.
And there's a song called Diamonds of Forever. And I was listening to the song, and it's one of my favourite songs. And I was thinking, actually, this could be quite a good drag number. And I was thinking, how could I act this? How could I dance this? And I thought, a dress. What can I do? And I was thinking, kind of white, big ball gown, flowing silk fabric encrusted in like diamonds and cubic zirconians, darling.
You keep saying cubic zirconians.
I do.
What's
like
cubic zirconian.
I've just explained to you what cubic zirconian
is. That what it is?
It is. It's a stone.
Okay.
But rhinestone. I'll probably put rhinestones on the dress because I'm cheap.
Didn't you
cannot afford cubic zirconians.
So I'm just interested how you link a song to a dress. Because I don't know, I feel they're quite different things. I don't really. Obviously, it's a creative, almost a like mindset and a skill. But I'm just interested. If you were to listen to a song, what's a song that we both know? Elton John.
What song?
Go Your Song by Elton John.
Okay.
If you were to make a dress or an outfit from that, where would you go with that, and why?
That's a really hard question.
I'm very sorry.
That is
I'm just trying
to think.
I'm just trying to link the two things together.
It's difficult because that song is so emotional.
Yeah.
And so iconic. And when I'm designing a dress inspired by a song, I always think, how can I perform this?
Yeah.
How can I? And then I think, what dress would go with the performance?
And
I think, dress-wise or outfit-wise for your song, I would go something very elegant, but also, if I was putting it out on the runway, I'd make the model look quite tired and quite emotional, like they've just come back from like a gala or an event, and something's gone wrong, and the dress is a bit stained, but it's still elegant. And I think, and this is what that sounds That sounds bad.
Mm.
Can't say. But I think fashion is so wide, and I think if it's got stains on it, and if you think Vivienne Westwood, we were just talking about Dame Vivienne Westwood.
Yeah.
She put rips in her clothes, put safety pins.
Yeah.
Fashion is so huge that if there's a certain, it wouldn't be a stain, it would be a print.
Yeah.
But if it was there, it's a bit of drama.
It becomes part of the fashion. Yeah.
It becomes part. Put a brooch on it, make it
Yeah.
stand out. If it's a red wine stain, print a bit of red ink into the dress and put a big brooch on it.
Yeah.
Make it fashion. Anything can be fashion if you put your mind to it.
Even
you.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Even you, Jacob.
So, Lou, you're also an actor.
I am. Also
You act.
I do.
You're very good at acting.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans to take your acting anywhere, or take your theatre knowledge anywhere?
Yeah. No, I would take my theatre knowledge, because I think the knowledge that I've gained and learnt throughout my acting career, I would take it with me, because it's good in life. It's good in being a good person.
So sort of the people skills and all that sort of.
Yeah. But I would try acting if fashion didn't work. I'd give it a go. But if fashion worked, I wouldn't go into acting. What I would do, what I absolutely would do, and I'm gonna project this to the producers of the Palladium pantomime. When I become rich and famous, please can I be part of the panto at the Palladium? Thank you very much.
What pantos do they do at the Palladium?
They do a wonderful panto every year at the Palladium, and they are so show-stopping, so iconic. So there's so much glitz, there's so much glam.
Yeah.
And I love it. So I went this year. I've been a couple of years, and it was Julian Clary, who is also an inspiration in my life. He is so funny, so witty, so iconic. So it was him. He does it every year.
Yeah.
Dawn French, who's hilarious, obviously. Nigel Havis was in it, and loads of other people, and it was brilliant.
So you'd be I don't know how to word, a panto actor, performer, very musical.
I
sort
wouldn't.
Of
do you know what? I wouldn't do normal panto.
No?
I'd only. It sounds so bougie and so like up my own arse. But I wouldn't do any other panto except for the one at the Palladium, because that would be like my career was made. Yeah, I love it. When I go every year, I just think this is so wonderful.
Yeah,
and I want to be part of something like that.
So what about like a musical?
I can't sing.
No.
So I'm awful at singing.
But the thing with some musicals is like the actors can't sing. It's all about. It's almost the humour of it.
Piers Brosnan in Mamma Mia maybe cannot sing for his life. Sorry, Piers, I love you. But do you think Piers Brosnan is watching this?
Probably not.
Probably
I don't think anyone
probably
in Mamma
LA
Mia is
somewhere. Yeah, probably not is what I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got my
so not really a musical theatre, just the.
No,
just
I love musical theatre.
Yeah?
I love musical theatre, but no, I don't think I'd do it.
So
I do watch. I watch a lot of musical theatre. Sorry, I'm just
that's
fiddling with my hair.
So fashion, costume design for theatre.
Yeah, no, I would do that, absolutely. I'm doing it at the moment with my A-levels. I'm doing a lot of costume design and extracurricular stuff. So yeah, no,
so
I'd love to.
If you become a major, so say not when you own your own company, but you become a fashion designer to start out with, and do you spend like the whole year designing this one costume for a fashion week, or do you sort of just do that for a month and then go back to?
No, because there's Fashion Week. I think it's 2 every year in each country, or each city, I should say. But yes and no. You do build up to collections, but you also, if you're a big enough brand, you have a couture show. So then you go on to that, and then. But a lot of these collections are years in the making.
Yeah.
A certain garment, you look at it. And for me, I can see that is taking a long time, from a pen and paper all the way to walking down a fashion runway in Paris, New York, Milan, Beijing, anywhere.
I assume there's whole teams of people that.
Yeah,
work
no, there are
behind
other teams. There's a creative director, and then you've got the seamstresses or the. I don't know what the masculine version of seamstress is.
What does a she make it? As in like.
Yeah, seamstress is a female that makes clothing. I don't know what the male version is.
I'm not sure.
a male seamstress.
Yeah.
And then you've got people like that. You've got marketing that market it. And then you've got the set designers who design the room that's in. And then you've got the party, or not the party, but the event.
Yeah, because I assume a lot about
designer.
the costume as well is like how it's lit. Or
a lot of lighting. And that's the acting that will bring with me my knowledge of lighting design from yours truly.
Oh, thank you very much.
And Charlie Faulkner. Will take me through, and I'll be able to know things in my future fashion career.
And the set, I saw, I don't know how I stumbled across this, but it was like, who was it? It might have been Kanye West modelling for Yeezy. Yee West. Modelling for Yeezy.
Well, he was the creative director of Louis Vuitton.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the creative director. I think he's after his recent kind of blacklisting. After his few inappropriate comments, he's not anymore, but he was creative director of LV.
Yeah, so I saw something from him. I think it was a bit like, I don't know, a shipyard sort of. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm trying to describe it in like a way you'd understand.
I'm very much women's wear, so I don't really venture too much into menswear.
Yeah,
I do
this was
see
quite
the
dark,
collection.
dingy. I think it was raining maybe on the stage as well. Sort of cold. Men's.
Well, Balenciaga did and Chanel very recently did one of their collections with had a horse on stage and did it with that, and Balenciaga with the monsters, the Balenciaga model monsters as they're called, and the models because they're always so depressing in their facial expression.
Yeah.
But no, they had it in like it was raining and it was in like mud, and they were with all these £1,000 costumes and dresses and suits were walking through mud.
Yeah.
With sunglasses, and it was set is a very key point in fashion, and to draw attention to yourself, which is the end game, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So something else we mentioned as a topic to talk about was a diet that you've been embarking on. And let's say embarking on.
Embarking. Do you know what, Jacob?
I'm
gonna surprise you here.
Are you?
I am. Bear with.
Oh. Okay.
I have brought.
You have brought
said diet to.
I'm very sorry for all the people listening on Spotify. Probably not going to be able to see this.
But
what have we got here?
So.
Do you want to pass me my phone actually quickly?
Why am I passing?
Because I feel like no one's going to be able to see this. Let me do a little bit close up on what we've got here. Might make for a better watching experience. So what have we got here?
So we have cayenne pepper.
Set that up. Sorry, I just
no, that's
thinking
fine.
about
I'll wait.
Thinking about the audience.
No, I'll wait.
Just
no, I'm joking. It's got to be right, Jacob.
It's got to be right. Quality control. Maybe. That's fine. We'll work with that. We'll work with that. Yeah, let's go.
We've got cayenne pepper.
Okay.
We have lemon juice and we have maple syrup.
Okay.
This is called the Beyonce diet.
From the Beyonce?
From the Queen Bee.
Beyonce.
The icon, not Beyonce. And she did this diet for her 2006 film Dreamgirls. I don't know if you've heard of it. With Jennifer Hudson.
I have heard of it.
Unfortunately, I think it's very negative to say she didn't fit in her dress, but the dress that was made for her was too small.
Okay.
So she did this diet and fitted into the dress. I'm not saying that you have to be skinny to be a singer or have to be skinny to be in a musical film. You don't. But the dress that was made for her was too small. So she did this. And I'm going to make it for you today, Jacob. I'm going to make it for you today.
I'm a bit scared.
So we're doing a bit of lemon juice. Oh, God.
Oh, dear, it's gone everywhere.
Oh.
Do you have this with a meal or just by itself? Or what's the...
I usually don't have it with a meal.
That's a lot of lemon. That is a lot of lemon juice.
I just have this.
Okay.
I did get in a little bit of trouble the other day. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Am I not speaking into the mic?
No, I was just thinking about what... it's all right. It's all right.
The viewers. I did get in a little bit of trouble the other day. So I am eating it with meals. But it's a good detox. It does make you lose weight, but it's also very good for your gut. Open that for me, Jacob. Very good for your gut and very good for your digestive system.
Bit stuck.
It's a bit stiff.
You opened this before?
Yeah, I've opened it before. Should we get the old... Oh, so I'll do some cayenne pepper while we're waiting for the maple syrup. Are you opening it?
I'm trying. Is it... Oh, it's like... stuck together. Let me
Yes.
just. There's like a. I was gonna try and cut the little like stuck bit.
Why would this not open? Oh, do you know what?
Louis,
I had
this
it
would
all
have been a, this would have
planned
been a
out.
lot of build up.
I had
if this
it
doesn't work.
all planned out, and now
I've just seen what you've done to that lemon water.
yeah. It's
Can I have a little whiff of this?
No, yeah, you can have a whiff. You can't have a sip though. Oh, it's not bloody opening. Can you actually try and open that?
Doesn't smell good.
Can you actually try and open
I
that?
will
Because
try
it's
open it.
all failed.
This-
It's all failed if we can't do this. And I've got it absolutely everywhere. I'm so sorry about your table. I've got it everywhere.
So Louis, talk to me about this diet while I'm trying to open this.
Well, no, just to have this 3 times a day. Have a piece, or you can have it more than 3, but that's only what I have is 3 times a day. Don't eat with it. But you can if you want to. But I sometimes don't eat with it. And you lose quite a lot of weight. It's good for your gut. I always do it after Christmas because I eat way too much.
Every year?
Yeah, I do it. I eat way too much, and I put on way too much weight over Christmas. And I always do it, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Apologies.
No, sorry everyone. It's my fault. I should have checked it. I've made a right mess on your table. I'm so
That's
sorry.
all right. Sort that out later.
Can you not open it?
I really can't open this.
Right,
though.
give it to me.
Do you want to have a go?
Right, ask me more
Do you
questions.
see what I mean? It's like stuck around the.
It's fine. We'll get it out. We'll get it.
Have you tried any other diets?
Oh, I do. I've done it.
You do? Go on then.
So-
Run me through them, because this one is. If I was going to start a diet, I'm not sure this would be the one.
Can I just say we might actually not be able to have this because
Are we
it's
just gonna have to
stuck.
have like pepper water
and lemon.
and it's.
This is the only thing that makes it bloody drinkable.
Where's the camera? Can we just look at the colour? Are you meant to stir it? Because I feel like it's
You are, but we don't have.
settling at the
we don't have
bottom. Get a bit of a close up on that.
Can I get it open? I think I might have got it open. Yes, we're in. We're in, people.
That means I have to drink it.
We are in. Right, maple syrup. Enjoy, Jacob. Cheers.
Do you want to go first, Louis?
I will.
Tell
I
me.
love it. I love
Teach
it.
me what to do with it.
I love it. So cheers. Thank you very much for having me on the night podcast.
You are so welcome.
Gives you a kick.
Yeah, I'm slightly worried about that. I don't
Go
have
on.
anything to wash this
Go on.
down with if I don't. Let's just get a little. Look.
Oh, I've got it bloody everywhere.
It's like
Look.
congealing at the bottom there.
Come on.
It's an interesting looking. Some good delaying strategies.
We need to get a white plate because we've got it absolutely everywhere.
Right, are we ready?
What do you think?
Strong. It's
It is
definitely strong. It doesn't mess about. It doesn't.
Oh.
Are you drinking all of that?
Yeah.
I hope you're not expecting me to drink all of this.
Yeah, I am. I've given you a small one on purpose. Drink it. Stop being pathetic.
You know what? It's spicy.
It is spicy. It's
Definitely-
bloody
it's
cayenne
definitely-
pepper.
it's
It's going to be
definitely spicy.
spicy.
It's stronger than I was expecting. In terms of
Nicer than you were expecting?
nicer. I'm messing up my words now. It's nicer. It's very lemony. You can't really taste the cayenne pepper. It's just there after.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that maple syrup went. I think it might be at the dark
bottom.
the dark
yeah.
base.
Yeah, the dark base. Yeah.
And it smells horrible.
I've spilt it absolutely everywhere. I'm so sorry. Come on, let's get
I'm
on
not
with
sure
it.
I'm going to be able to drink all
I'll
of that.
have
I
it.
think I might be sick.
I'll have it. Let's get on with it. It's lovely. Love it.
Is it? Is it?
Love it.
Moving on
You
swiftly.
don't love it.
I do not love it. I can't. How so?
Oh.
How often? I'm good. I'm good.
You're right.
I'm great. I'm great.
Good.
So how often do you? So you said you said you started. I'm just in awe of you drinking.
I
all
love
that.
it.
It's yeah.
Love
So
it.
you said you started by not eating.
Yes.
Is that just forever? You were planning to do that?
No, I do it week. 1 week I don't eat. 1 week I do eat. 1 week I don't eat, but I
Okay.
just carry on.
And then the
drinking
week you
this.
don't eat is when you.
No, I drink this when I do eat as well.
Oh, okay.
I just carry on. I don't mind it. I like it.
So, my worry for you is, Louis, if you're
Far away.
doing that,
Yep.
and you're eating for, like, well, you're not eating for a week.
Yep.
I feel like this concoction doesn't have much nutritional value. Doesn't have much, like, mass to it either. Doesn't fill you up probably.
It doesn't fill me up, but I just drink a lot of water with it, which fills me up. Cayenne pepper's very good for your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Very good for the digestive system.
Yeah.
Lemon juice is good. Lemon juice is always good for you.
It's quite.
Even with
It's
water,
quite strong.
it's good with you.
Yeah.
Maybe I put a bit too much in. It's meant to be
Yeah.
1 tablespoon,
It's
but
alright,
do we have
it's-
any tablespoons here?
No, we do not.
But no, the maple syrup just gives it a bit of sweetness.
Yeah, I didn't get to the maple syrup in mine. I'm afraid. It's moving straight on to mine as well.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Did you love it at the start? Something you had to get
No.
used to.
It's something I had to get used to.
So I maybe need to try a few more.
Yeah.
To get used to.
I did it once a couple of years ago, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And then I came back to it the following year, and I did it, and I don't mind it now. I'm up for it.
Yeah. So do you want to tell me about these other diets we started talking about quickly and your take on all
Macadamia
of them.
nuts and cream cheese is another one.
okay
Just eating that for I can't eat macadamia nuts
and
anymore.
cream cheese
Macadamia nuts.
with just that. That's
I did
it.
it for 5 days, and I lost quite a lot of weight, but I just went straight back on as soon as I even looked at food.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't recommend that, and I can't eat macadamia nuts anymore.
Does that not? I feel like cream cheese should be eaten in quite small portions. Makes me feel a bit sick afterwards. It's quite salty, cream cheese.
Oh, I like cream cheese.
Yeah.
Bit of cream cheese, a bit of Bellini and smoked salmon. Gorge.
Well, smoked salmon's not really mine.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah? So, but you wouldn't recommend that one?
I wouldn't. No.
No.
No, I wouldn't recommend that. No, not at all.
Any other? Have you done sort of a like just eat veg diet, or like
no.
you just eat salad? Not the normal sort of
I've
diets
I've
people
eaten
would
salads, but I like to. I don't know. I like to be drastic. I like to be
Yeah.
dramatic. I like to be. I don't know.
do. Just
Just
yeah.
me.
So,
Just me.
but it works.
Mm.
If it's working, that's
Thank you.
what matters.
Love it.
So, do you take this is obviously a life choice, almost.
What this?
Yeah, your
It's life.
well,
choice.
no, I don't know if that's the extreme. Your extreme dieting is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any other drastic? Because I'd say this is quite drastic. Any other drastic life choices you've made?
Homosexuality?
That's not drastic.
No, I'm joking. No, not really.
No.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think. Are you trying to
No, I'm just really
hint
I'm trying to
at
get you.
something?
I'm
Are
just
you
trying to get you
hint
to talk
at some
more.
drastic thing that I'm
my
not?
throat is just like
I've got to the maple syrup now. It's quite nice.
it's getting in the stomach. It's making the stomach burn a bit as well. That lemon juice, I think.
Nice. Right up. Oof. I like it.
I'm not sure you look. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting it everywhere. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Did you bring any water with you or something?
No.
Okay. I thought you said you meant to like wash it down with a bit of.
No, you're not meant to wash it down. Just get on with it. Just get on with it, Jacob. Do you feel a bit unwell?
I don't know. It's just sort of. It's in the throat. I can feel it in the throat,
Right, yeah.
and I can feel it in the
lips.
stomach.
Can we get? Yeah.
That's all right.
I
It's all right.
haven't got any water. Sorry. Do you want me to have a look?
Louis, it's fine. Honestly,
No,
don't fret. So, sixth form.
Sixth
You're in sixth form.
I am.
Lower sixth.
Lower sixth.
Same as me.
Same as you.
How's it like? How's school life? Sixth form life? Subjects? What's
I
going
do
on?
art, drama, and geography.
Okay.
I do love art and drama. Geography's all right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, so I'm at the school we're at now.
Mhm.
And then for last term, for pretty much the whole thing, I was at a performing arts school.
Mhm.
It didn't quite work.
Is that
for
like a
me.
drama school to say? Yeah,
drama
cool.
school. It didn't quite work for me. I loved it, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I knew I wouldn't get good A levels there. I knew I couldn't fulfill my academic potential. So I thought I know a place and
So
came back.
looking out for yourself there.
Yeah, I was.
There we
I
go.
put on my little mature hat.
Yeah.
My little mature hat. Dior, obviously, darling. But no, yeah.
So you moved
I moved.
I know, but you did go here before, to be fair.
I did. I was
yeah,
here from year 9, and then I left after year 11, and then I was away for best part of a term.
Yeah.
Came back here for 2 weeks, and then it was Christmas, and then back here.
And now we're here.
And now we're here.
Hmm.
Now we're here. What life choices have got us here?
Well, it's a few, I'd say.
Yeah.
So, art.
Art. We're going down art.
Obviously,
route.
I feel we've almost gone down art route already.
We have.
Fashion's art.
Fashion
But
is
do
art.
you like any other kind of art? Do you contemporary
I love art. I
sculpting?
absolutely love art. My mum's an art collector.
Is she?
She is.
Has she got any? I don't know too much about art. Any Banksies?
She hasn't got any Banksies.
That's Van Gogh.
No Van Gogh.
Okay.
Do you know the Sgt. Pepper album cover
I
by
do.
the Beatles?
I do actually. Yeah.
That was done by an artist called Sir Peter Blake. And my
Mhm.
mum likes Peter Blake, Sir Peter Blake, and she's got a few of his.
Mhm.
So I've always been brought up with the ethos of art is really important. Art is thought provoking. Art is major. And I love it. I love going to galleries. I go to the V&A a lot, the
Mhm.
Victoria and Albert Museum in South Kensington, darling. But no,
Yeah. Do you feel art
I love it.
shapes culture?
Yeah.
In some regards.
Yeah, I think everything shapes culture.
Yeah.
I genuinely think nearly everything shapes culture, but I think the creative arts in general
Mhm.
shape it. You think singers, you think artists, you think Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
All of these people have curved, all of these things and people have curved their way. And I think it's really important, the creative arts, and I don't think it's given the right seriousness that it deserves, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel it's quite interesting. The podcast with Will Roberts that I think will be out after this podcast will come out now. But he, also very much an advocate for the arts. Very keen in arts himself.
Yeah.
And obviously you know Will.
I do know.
You know
Will.
what he's
I
done.
do
He's
know.
also
he's a commentator.
yeah,
I've
quite the
heard him.
creative type as well.
He is quite the creative type. Yeah.
So a
Yeah.
little spoiler.
I genuinely haven't seen him recently, to be fair.
Have you not?
No.
Well, a little spoiler for the upcoming episode of
Yeah,
what it will
yeah.
be.
So will this podcast come out after his?
No, this I think will come out before his. Just
What,
because-
this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Just because of some technical hitches,
Oh.
but they're being sorted. So
Oh,
it's all
good.
So you also do geography.
Do geography.
Do you like geography? I know you said you don't really, but is it? You chose it, so you
I
must.
did, but it was one of my only options, really,
Yeah.
with the blocks and things. But I don't mind it, but it's not one of my favourites,
No.
and it's not something
I
I'll
quite like
pursue in
geography.
the future. Do you do geography?
I do geography.
Who do you have? Oh, you can't say who you have, can you?
I have some unnamed teachers,
Okay.
but I do like very much.
Okay.
I think.
I like my teachers very much as well.
Well, that's
No, I genuinely do. I'm very. You know me, Jacob. I'm very
Yes.
judgmental when it comes to people.
Yes.
Not judgmental. I'm very. I either like you or I don't.
Yeah.
But I like all of my teachers that
Mhm.
I've got for sixth form, which I'm really lucky.
Mm.
'Cause
See, I feel like geography's it's quite thought provoking. It's somewhere.
But I don't think I'm intelligent enough to bring that thought to my head.
I'm not sure. It's all.
I don't like. I like human geography
Yeah.
because I think it's quite interesting, like trading and stuff.
Mm.
But physical is so. Back to the old saying, duller than beige.
I like physical more, but human. I like the.
And you're duller than beige, so 2 and 2 go together.
I've got a little white T-shirt on. I don't know if is that duller than beige.
I haven't seen it. I don't mind a white t-shirt actually. To be fair, it's good accessory. It's like
Yeah.
good to layer up.
I feel like when I was designing this outfit this morning to bring with me, it was sort of the
Do
undergarment.
not come here and say you planned and designed your outfit for this.
No, I
Please
did.
don't,
It's true.
because you did not.
Because, no.
I saw you before this exit this room, spray it down with deodorant, and then come back in and put it in. That is not someone that plans their outfit.
It's just because I didn't want to smell. But no, I was thinking. I got
It
this.
didn't bloody work.
I got this out the drawer. I was thinking the little white collar complemented nicely by the black sweatshirt.
Do you want to stand up so we can see your bottoms, Jacob?
No, I'm wearing shorts because this room's actually quite hot.
I'm quite cold, actually, to be fair.
Well, this room was quite hot, but then I left the aircon on, which everyone could probably hear because it's making a bit of a racket. But can you not hear the?
I can't hear the air conditioning unit.
There we go.
Is this what this episode's come to?
Yeah,
we're putting a microphone up to an air conditioning unit.
And I've drunk.
Am I that?
I've drunk. What have I drunk? Cayenne pepper water.
Cayenne.
That's what this episode has come to.
That's what it's come to. Yeah, we've run out of things to say.
We haven't run out of things to say.
But it seems like it when you're putting a microphone up to an air
I was just proving a point. You were trying to insult my fashion design when I was just going for the casual.
I like it. It's very casual.
You've changed your opinion since the start of the episode. I feel like you've been intimidated into changing your.
Yes, I have. I don't like it. I don't. No, do you know what? I don't mind it. But it's nothing special.
Yeah,
it
could be better.
Special.
I agree with you. It could be better. I could be wearing a tuxedo.
You could, but you're not.
But I'm not. No. So, what were we even talking about before
that? Geography.
Geography. Are we talking about? Yeah. What I was going to go on to is human. I do like the discussion element of human.
I don't.
Well, you do?
I don't.
Oh, you're not arguing with people?
No. Oh, I love arguing with people. I do
people. Because
but not about geography. Not about geography.
No.
I argue about people, about other things.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of things, and I'm a good bloody arguer. But I do not argue about human geography.
Well, there's some quite good things in there. Just start with I feel like.
I say there's quite good things in there.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
It
doesn't tickle my fancy.
No.
It doesn't tickle my fancy.
Well, everyone's
different.
Everyone's got an opinion.
Everyone's different, and everyone's got an opinion.
Yeah. But
I would definitely.
You do still like arguing with people.
I do love arguing with people. I love it.
Do you want to have an argument about something? A discussion?
What?
Let me think of a good...
Do you know what? No, little anecdote. Anecdote. So, I was in my boarding house last night because I'm a boarder, and I was supervising the year 9s while they were doing their prep because they have a little prep room, and we have a lower 6 to supervise. And I was on supervision last night. So, I go in. It's all rowdy, all bum bum bum. They're shouting, they're swearing, this, that, and the other. And I think no. I have to get on with my work. I'm an A-level student. I need to get on with some work. So I settled them down. I said, "Come on, guys. You can shout and you can scream all you like after prep, after our homework's done." They were fine with that. They were all quiet. They were all fine. There's one year 9 who I will not say the name of, but he then goes out of the absolute blue, Taiwan is part of China. The uproar that ensued. There were people shouting. There were people screaming. They started, the maple syrup's gone. Oh, sorry for the audio listeners, but the maple syrup's just fallen. But no,
it just fell.
It just fell.
I'll jump to the wide-angle camera for that.
What, that one?
Yeah, so they will be able to see that.
Oh, sorry. The uproar. They were fighting. They were throwing books at each other, and I thought, have I missed something? Have I missed something, Jacob?
Yeah, have you?
About Taiwan. I didn't know if it was or wasn't a country, but I was sat there, got away from my homework, and I was Googling, is Taiwan part of China? Does it have a military? Does it have a government? And now I feel more educated about Taiwan's situation.
What happened? Did you have to calm down this argument?
I had to calm them down. I went away. I got them some sweets because they're year 9s and they're immature. And I gave them some sweets and they all settled down. And I think they carried on the argument afterwards.
Well, as long as it wasn't as long as it wasn't your responsibility.
Exactly.
So there we go.
There we go.
Boarding.
Little anecdote. Boarding.
Without being too specific on anything.
Okay. Here we go. Right. Without being too specific.
Well, first, I want to know a little bit of context. Did you board at the other school that you went to? Okay. So you've come to this school.
Yeah.
Boarding.
Yeah. But I was boarding before I went to.
Yeah. Do you like it?
I love it. That's one of the reasons I came back. I absolutely love it.
Is that...
It's the independence of it. It's the sense of community. It's the home away from home. It's the staff are amazing. The matrons, the cleaners, the laundry people, they're lovely. No, I love it.
So it's all social.
Yeah, I love it.
Basically.
I know I really do really love it. I know I keep saying that, but...
Do you feel like the...
J'adore.
I'm not very good at French. So, I mean, I think that's I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, do you feel like boarding helps your sort of educational, like the learning element of school as well?
Yeah, because it's a structured time when I do my homework.
Yeah.
And at my old school, I just didn't do it because it wasn't structured. And I like the structure and the routine of boarding. But no, I would, if you got the opportunity to do boarding, I'd so go for it because it is one of the best things I've ever done.
See, I feel like it's for some people, but it's not for other people.
Totally agree. Do you know what? You have to be a certain type to like boarding.
The structure and everything you mentioned, I'm not sure I'd be too keen on that. I sort of do things at my own pace.
I actually think you'd like boarding.
Really?
Yeah, I think you would.
What do you think I'd like about it?
I think you'd like being in a community, and I think you'd like being able to stay in school longer, and you're not drawn to times of when people are picking you up or you're getting the bus or whatever.
Like for me, that's true. That bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd like being here.
Yeah, but I feel all of the like... I don't know. I feel like the set structure is not really for me. I think...
Maybe not. I thought that at first, but I really enjoy it.
I float quite a lot with my timings. Like one day I might get home, I might do nothing.
Floating's fine.
Yeah?
I float.
You float?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll try it.
If I was light enough to bloody float.
But the diet.
I think that's what the cayenne pepper's for.
Yeah. So I'm still in awe at the diet, really.
No, I'm loving it. I've made such a mess.
It's
made your table so sticky.
Don't even worry. There's actually like another patch of something over there.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think that was you. Actually, I'll clean the table. I'll clean the table. I'll clean the table. I'm the host, Louis. You're the guest.
Thank you.
When we're done, you go.
Thank you.
I'm trying to make this. I'm trying to make this a compliment.
Are you trying to get me? Get me gone?
No, I knew you were
ask me to leave. All right,
I'm trying to make this me being nice and saying it, and then it just sounded really mean.
No,
I will kick you out at the end of the podcast, and you will leave the room.
Well.
Do you remember how you said you didn't want awkward silences before the podcast? I'm trying to include as many of those. I am.
Do you know what? I hate being awkward, and you're making it happen.
I'm trying to include this little awkward silences.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, I can probably hear the aircon now.
Are we
don't.
Are we listening to the bloody air conditioning?
It is quite loud. Can you hear it cracking?
I can't. Do you believe in love?
You said you're quite good at singing earlier. I distinctly remember. I think you said you're very good. Care to demonstrate?
What song should I do?
This is like Elton John.
No, I'm not going there. What song could I do?
What's a panto
Don't
song?
tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't ring around the cloud to rain on my parade. I'm going to get judged for that now because that was really awful.
It wasn't that bad.
It was really bad.
I think it was good. I'll try sync up.
Who sang that? Barbara Streisand, darling.
Was it Barbara Streisand?
Barbara Streisand. Icon. Much better singer than me, obviously, as you can tell.
I'll try sync up the little instrumental to that. See if we can get something bit of auto tune.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So.
You're really trying to get these awkward silences in. I'm going to ask you a question.
Go on then, Louis. You ask me a question.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Go on then.
What made you ask me to come on your podcast?
Well.
Stop.
When I pick
bloody awkward silences.
When I pick a podcast guest, Louis, I like someone who is confident.
Thank you.
I like someone who is mature, because I feel some people would not take it seriously. I spoke to someone previously on a podcast about this,
and you asked me to come on here.
Yeah, I will explain the reasoning.
I'm mature and take this seriously.
I'm going generally. I will scope in
Zone
on. I'll
in.
scope in on you soon.
Zone in.
Yeah. So I spoke to someone previously on a podcast about this. Harry Beard.
Yes,
Have you watched the episode?
I have watched episode.
Have you actually?
I actually have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. He's the entrepreneur guy.
He's the entrepreneur guy. So when I like to pick podcast guests, where was I going with this? Yeah, I feel like some people wouldn't take it seriously, and I spoke to him about this, about that. If you want to do something, it was something along these lines, and I'm going to sort of spin it in my own way. If you want to do something, I think you need to mention this as well. You should just get out there. You should just do it. You shouldn't care what people think of you, because people say...
You're always going to have haters.
Exactly. In this industry of, say, starting a podcast, people are going to think it's weird. People are going to laugh at you,
Yeah,
take the piss out of you until you're successful with it. And that's
and
quite...
then like it.
And then they'll like it. It's quite similar with a lot of things, I feel like.
Yeah.
Fashion design, people might be like, oh, your fashion design's terrible, your whatever, until your fashion...
Until I'm bloody
until
Chanel,
your Chanel and your costume is walking down the strip,
runway
the runway at the Paris Fashion Show week in Paris,
Yes, Paris.
or maybe the London Palladium.
No, but that would
Perhaps.
be me.
Yeah,
I love
you
London
can start your own. The Louis Fashion Week.
The Louis Fashion Week.
The Louis
but where
Fashion
would we
Week.
do it? On me? Would they walk on me?
No, can read
The
as
strip would be me. Just a big model of me.
maybe.
My head, and that's where my mouth is where the models come out of.
I feel like I'm just trying to picture that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only
Could you
drink,
imagine my spots? They'd be like
the only
head size.
the only drinks there is your.
You'd get no one turn up.
You would. To be
No
fair,
one would
because
turn up,
that
and then
is-
I'd have to drink 350 bloody guy and
which
pepper
I think
maple
you'd
syrup
like.
and
I
lemon
think you'd
juice.
like. To be fair,
Yeah.
maybe you might need quite a lot of water to wash that down with. Though.
And I would have a very acidic stomach.
Bowel.
Not go there. Let's not go to the bowel.
So why I asked you to come on, Louis?
Why did you ask me, Jacob?
You have something to talk about.
I do.
I feel
Got something to say.
anyone who's got someone to talk about and is mature and confident and happy to do it, I think I'll talk to. The thing is, some episodes might go wrong,
I see what
like,
you do.
like
Everything
this one,
goes wrong.
yeah. Some
Oh,
episodes might go
Bit
right.
rude. You know what?
Some-
I'm getting abused here.
You're getting
this
abused.
is
I'm
conflict
getting
in the
abuse.
workplace.
I'm getting.
Do you have HR?
I do have HR.
I'm
Speak
contacting
to
them.
my
Conflict in the workplace.
Speak to my producer after.
I will do.
Who is called Jacob Foster.
I will do. And I will tell
Him.
them,
Me.
you,
Me.
that when I was on this podcast, I was so boring that he had to put a microphone up to the bloody air conditioning
To be
unit.
fair, you did it as well because it was quite interesting.
Okay.
Did you know it's on 19 degrees on the lowest fan setting?
It's quite interesting to know.
But
That's
this room.
why I'm bloody cold.
Yeah, but see, if like, we don't want things to overheat, you know,
No. we
because
don't
then
want
I'd
things
have to
to
sue you for
Heatingness.
damaging my
Damaging of
equipment.
equipment.
Anyway, so
It
yeah,
looks pretty damaged, to be fair, anyway.
it doesn't look that. There is just a piece of the wall over there,
Exactly.
but they can't see
That's
that. They
damaged.
can't see it.
And
No,
it's
but
got
they,
bloody bleach on it.
it's not bleached. It's the foam.
No.
Where?
Middle.
Oh yeah, it does have. Might be a.
Bleach.
Anyway, so yeah, I feel like I'm happy to invite anyone who has something interesting. Not even something interesting, because
Something to
with
say.
some things,
Nothing
It
else
all-
that's been interesting, so.
I learned some things today, Louis, about things I won't mix together when cooking. But I feel some people's interest will only appeal to a very niche market. But I'm happy to accommodate the niche market because chances are it won't be a market I'm familiar with, and it'll be something I can learn from, which I'm happy to do.
Good. That's very
So,
mature of you.
Fashion it's not a
I'll
niche.
give you my Dior mature hat.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So yeah, fashion's obviously it's not a niche market. Everyone is fashionable in some regard. Everyone wears clothes.
Would I say
So no,
everyone's
I
fashionable?
knew
No.
I worded that wrong.
No.
Everyone wears clothes.
Everyone.
everyone-
Well, not the bloody nudists.
Most people wear clothes.
Yep.
Some people think about what clothes they wear,
Yeah. Not you.
and even less people are fashionable.
Yeah.
So it's a big market to appeal to.
Being fashionable and being stylish are very different things.
Are they?
Yeah.
What's being fashion and
Fashionable
what's style?
is being with the fashion.
Being up with the
fashion and up with the trends and up with everything. And someone said this, and I can see her in my head, but I can't remember her name. But she's like 101. She's an icon in the fashion industry. And she put style is you can't learn that. Style you're born with, and style you just. All I'm gonna say is Princess Diana. Style icon.
So
I'm actually serving a little bit of Princess Di today. Do you not think? I'm serving like the shawl. It's very kind of. I'm going off to Hong Kong to do an international tour.
So I've got 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a shawl and a scarf?
A shawl is bigger than a scarf.
Yeah.
A shawl goes. So this is not a shawl. This is a pashmina.
Oh. So
there's a difference.
So you've been lying.
I haven't been lying.
So what's the difference between
a shawl, a scarf? I'm just looking at myself
that's
so
all right,
I can see what I'm doing. However, a scarf you'd wear like that.
Yes.
Scarf, that's how you'd wear a scarf. One of the ways you'd wear a scarf, or you can do that with a scarf.
That's the classic.
That's a classic scarf. A shawl is kind of how I've been wearing it. A bit over the shoulders, a bit like this. That would be a shawl. How I've got it there. If you've got it, let me just. It's all going bloody wrong.
Little light that doesn't work right a bit in the light.
Got it over like the elbows, like this. I'm off to the Met Gala. Got my little shawl. That's a shawl.
That's a shawl.
But yeah, that's the difference between a scarf and a shawl.
Lovely. And my second question.
Yes.
What was my second question? Oh yeah. Obviously at the say the fashion weeks, the.
Oh, yeah, I'm so cold, Jacob.
Sorry.
I'm actually gonna file another complaint to HR.
Another complaint to the HR team, which is me. Obviously at the fashion weeks and everything, fashion's quite an important. Brands are important in the fashion weeks.
Absolutely.
In terms of day-to-day fashion and day-to-day style, do you think brands are important for you? Sorry, I've got a bit of electrical tape on you there. My apologies.
That did for the audio listeners on Spotify.
No, you don't because they can't see anyway. So just.
Yeah, but I'm telling them
because
we just had a little moment there.
It went in.
For the audio listeners on Spotify, Jacob attempted to throw a ball of electrical tape into the bin.
I think it was actually duct tape. I think I got it wrong.
Did not succeed. Don't know why I just did that.
You're turning into me. That's something I'd do.
Yeah, no, that was
anyway.
That was not it. And I told you can't be. You invited me to be mature. I don't think so.
Maybe I should. Maybe I won't post this episode.
Don't.
Maybe I will.
I'll see you. It's my time's precious. That's not. To be fair, I'd sit on my bed if I wasn't there. To be fair.
It's funny because when I try to do the awkward silences, you just keep talking and adding on more little bits to our.
Yeah.
No,
it's fine. I'll just look at my hands and readjust the mic. You're an actual.
So, my previous question: are brands important on a day-to-day basis in fashion?
They are important. They are important because it's being fashionable. It's being stylish. They're different things, but they both come with brands. Yeah, no idea. If you're wearing a fashionable brand, then that brand's important, surely.
Well, important to who? To yourself? The person who's wearing it?
Well, it depends what your morals are. If you don't care what people think, then it's important to you. But if you care about making an impression on people, then it matters to other people.
But, say, I don't feel any... Not worse. I don't feel anything less fashionable buying a T-shirt from... TK Maxx.
No,
I love TK Maxx.
I wouldn't.
Than I do the Ted Baker store. I've probably saved about 60 quid. And the T-shirt from TK Maxx might be better.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that if you buy stuff from TK Maxx or stuff from there, it's bad. No,
Mm.
because my budget isn't high fashion,
Mm.
and a lot of people's budget isn't high fashion. But I think we've got to be careful in this day and age about fast fashion.
Mm.
I know it's very hypocritical because I have said this is from River Island, which is a fast fashion company. But fashion is really, really adding to climate change and the fight against it, because the workers that are making clothes that are not paid very well and in bad conditions, things like that. We need, as a world, we need to start looking at fast fashion and changing it.
Mm. So in terms of fast fashion, we're going to do an example, almost a case study if we're in geography. Primark, because you agree with sort of having these quite elegant costumes, these well thought out, well designed costumes.
Yeah.
Do you think Primark or other companies in the same industry, so fast fashion, are fashionable?
I think they can be fashionable.
Yeah.
I think they can be stylish.
Mm.
However, I think it's very negative, and the impact that it's making on the world and it's making on people, the human race, human rights, is very negative. I think we need to start thinking about this more.
Is Primark almost becoming a better brand than it originally set out to be? I feel like it's set out to be this quite cheap.
Still is, really, isn't it?
You know, it is still
They're
cheap.
saying that they're changing it, but
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it, is how I look
But
at
I
it.
feel like it's become a lot more, widespread. Like, a lot more people are buying clothes from Primark, despite probably being fully aware of the climate impact.
Because some people, that's their budget, and I totally value that, and I totally understand that that's their budget. But I think if you're lucky enough to have the budget to buy better, more sustainable clothing, then I think definitely it's important.
Definitely.
Also, I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
No, I think it's really important.
Yeah.
I really do. Stop with
So I actually do need to stop.
awkward silence.
You actually
This is your podcast.
I know it's my podcast.
This
but
is your podcast.
I'm trying to make you laugh, because you said before that you do not want to laugh.
I don't want to laugh.
I don't know why.
If I laugh, I will not be able to stop.
I want to make that happen. I need to. Do you like jokes? Do you like comedy?
Give me a joke.
Do you
try and make me laugh? Like, next 5 minutes, try and make me laugh.
I'm only on 8%. We gotta buzz through this. Do you watch comedies? Do you watch comedy movies?
I do.
Have any favourite comedians?
Favourite comedian is Julian Clary, as I've spoken earlier in the podcast. He's so funny. He's so close to the mark and rude without being rude. It's so funny. What he does, there's a lot. You can see a lot on YouTube. He's got good books out. Please watch him and listen to his comedy, because he is so funny. So camp as well. I love it.
Me being a good...
And sorry, another comedian who's an icon is Paul O'Grady, otherwise known as Lily Savage. Look at some of the Lily Savage show. It is so funny. Carry on. Right. So funny.
I've googled the very descriptive search term. Good jokes.
Okay. Try and make me laugh.
Louis.
Yeah.
Am I still in there? I am. What kind of tea is hard to swallow?
The letter?
Reality.
No.
Okay. Moving on. Where do you find a cow with no legs?
Don't know.
Right where you left it. Get it? Because...
What? I was about to swear then. What the hell?
How do poets say hello?
Don't know.
Hey, haven't we metaphor? So, Lou, what kind of movies do you like to watch?
What movies do I like? My favourite movie is Devil Wears Prada. Very good movie. What other? I like sad movies. I like true stories. There's a film called The Woman in Gold with Dame Helen Mirren in it, and it's really, really quite eye-opening. It's about the Holocaust
Mm.
and this lady's family, the Bloch-Bauer family, and they have a painting done. Adele Bloch-Bauer has a painting done by Gustav Klimt, and in Austria, and then the Nazis come in and rob it, and then it's this lady, Adele Bloch-Bauer's niece. It's her job to try and win it back.
Okay.
It's a very good film. It's my favourite film for a very long time.
So do you like?
I do like true stories. Yeah.
True. I was answer the question before I even asked.
Yeah.
You do like true stories.
I do like true
Is
stories.
it sort of because of? Is it the realism, or do you think that?
Just think they make good films.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make good films.
Do you not sort of like the creativity that can happen in? Is it fiction or non-fiction that's not true?
Non-fiction is true and fiction is not true.
Do you not like the creativity that can come through in a fictional film?
I do, but sometimes I think they can get a bit far-fetched.
Sometimes they do go a bit
They go a bit
out
too
there,
far.
but
I feel.
there's some classic thing like Star Wars.
I never watched it.
You've never watched
I've
Star
never
Wars?
watched Star Wars. Not my thing at all. I like Harry Potter.
Well, there we go. That's fiction.
Yeah.
You've actually never watched Star Wars?
Never watched a single movie. No, that's a lie. I'm lying. At my prep school, we had a Star Wars night, and it was fancy dress, and I never missed an opportunity for fancy dress.
Star Wars like some of
But-
the biggest films
But
ever.
I fell asleep.
What did you dress up as though?
I think I was Princess Leia.
But you don't know who that is.
I do, because she's an icon with a double buns, isn't she? Double bun lady.
In terms of the story though.
No, I don't know who that is. No, I don't know who.
Are there any other classics you haven't watched? What's some
I've
good classic
never
fiction films?
Yeah, tell me and I'll see if.
Star Trek.
Never watched that.
Louis, there. I love Star Trek. The old ones, the new ones. They are
No, never watched.
brilliant films.
Never watched. But another bit of singing for you.
You know, when I get asked, my mind just goes blank. I was trying to think of that Elton John song earlier. I had a bit of a struggle.
I don't like that movie, The Rocket Man, about Elton John. I don't know. I don't
No?
like. I thought the Bohemian Rhapsody about
Yeah, that's a good one.
very
That's
good
a
about Queen.
Well, have you watched
really
the
good.
Elvis one?
Yeah,
That's good
I
as
liked
well.
that. I'm
And-
looking forward to watching the Whitney Houston one.
Mm.
I will. I want to always love you. No, I want to dance with somebody.
There's another one I watched as well. The Johnny Cash one. I think it's called Cash.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
I watched that.
I
Yeah,
do.
it's
To be
good.
fair, they
I
are
like Johnny
probably
Cash.
that like genre of.
Yeah.
I don't
People's
really like
lives,
life
yeah,
story.
yeah,
I think
life
that they're
stories.
probably some of my
There's
favorite
one
movies.
called
to be honest.
Judy with about Judy Garland with Renée Zellweger in it, which was very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Do you like any sort of true crime?
I love
true
I love true crime.
Yeah.
There's this thing called on YouTube, and it's a series called Murder Mystery and Makeup Mondays, where this lady puts on a face of makeup while telling a true story film. Her name's Bailey Sarian, so go and follow her and watch the videos because they're absolutely so interesting. And when you're doing something, just whack one of them on, because even if you're not watching it, you're listening to the true crime, and she tells the story so well. Yeah, I do like true
So what
crime.
she like narrates? the
No,
story
because she's
was.
doing makeup while she's,
Oh, right, okay.
she's telling the story.
Yeah.
But no, it's really, really, really
Mm.
fascinating. And she's a very good makeup artist.
Oh, there we go. Do you like makeup? Do you do makeup?
Yeah, I do. I dabble.
You dabble in
I
a bit of
dabble.
makeup.
I dabble.
I feel like makeup's probably quite integral. Costume design as well.
And drag.
Is it
yeah.
is it sort of something you do together in the industry?
Yeah.
Would you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do makeup. I like makeup artistry. I
Mm.
would do it.
Is
I
that
like it.
your inner artist
Yeah.
come through
I'd
more
say.
in makeup design? Do you think, or costume design? But there's a lot of potential. With
Costume
makeup.
design, probably.
Yeah, but I feel like
Or- or
makeup's.
Fashion design, yeah.
I think makeup's sometimes, depending on, of course, what it is. I feel like makeup's sometimes more visible.
Yeah,
to
it
the
is,
eye.
but I feel. No, I think my creativity comes out more with costume design and fashion design
Yeah.
and jewelry design and that sort of thing.
Mm.
Definitely.
Cool.
100%.
Well,
Definitely.
I think
Well.
we've just about wrap it up there.
Just about wrap it out.
If you
Oh,
want
it's a shame.
to add another awkward silence, then we can.
Bye then.
Is that you can stay, Louis. Thank you for coming on.
That is fine, Jacob.
Is there anything else you want to discuss before
No,
we pop off?
I just want to say thank you. I've had an
thank you very
absolutely
much.
amazing time.
We've talked about a lot, to be fair.
Talked about
We've
a
gone
lot,
about
and
all over.
And I've really enjoyed it. I've really, really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Before we go,
Yes.
keep your eyes out for It's Fashion,
It's the
darling.
marketing is coming.
It's Fashion, darling. Look
Subscribe
out
to the
for it.
Night podcast.
First episode called I Killed Vivienne Westwood. Please watch it.
You can actually watch the Night podcast on YouTube, youtube.com/the Night.
Watch both.
Forward.
Should we leave it with a song?
Go on then, Louis.
What? Give me a song. Should we leave it with a song?
Ooh, the choice.
No, I have to do one that I like.
Do you want me to get the little... I can get it up. Sing along.
No, I don't want to
Karaoke?
No.
Have you ever done a karaoke night?
No, I've never done a karaoke.
You've never done a karaoke?
No, I've never done
I thought that'd be... Being a
No,
singer...
come on. Let's think of a song.
Give me an artist. You said Amy Whitehouse. You like Amy Whitehouse, didn't you?
Valerie.
Do you not feel that's a bit...
It's the only song I know.
Oh, don't you come on over there.
Well, sometime I go home by myself and I look across the water.
Yeah.
And I think of all the things what to do, and in my head I paint a picture. That's it. And thank you very much.
Do you feel a bit embarrassed that someone
I
came up to the
do
window
feel
while we were
a
doing
little
that bit?
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to contain my laughter while he was singing, so you knew that it wasn't it you?
Thank you very much for having me, Jacob.
Thank you very much for
Thank you
coming
very
on,
much.
Louis. And
Thank you very much.
clean
That's
that table now.
Yeah, we do. No,
Yeah.
you do.
Sorry,
'Cause
you
said
can
that
you
I
can
could
leave,
just leave.
relax.
Yeah. What's the time anyway?
The time. We're looking at 5:15 on Thursday, the 19th of January. If the audio listeners want a bit of context. Another one? You want to do another one because you have to stop the other one earlier.
Yeah. What should we do?
Should we do something that's a bit out of your comfort zone?
Okay, go on.
Do you know any drill?
No, the only rap I know is from Hamilton.
So like Drake and
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I knew. No, I couldn't sing actually.
No.
No.
Queen? You know Queen.
I knew Queen. Oh.
What's a good Queen song? Bohemian Rhapsody is a great Queen song.
I see a little silhouette of a man, Scalapoosh, will he do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo. I don't know any more words.
Figaro.
Let me do one that I know.
Okay.
Let me do one that I know. What do I know?
What do you know? By Queen or just general?
No, I'm picking it now.
What have you hit us with a bit of a
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that I heard you, and you'd say, if I could turn back time. That's what I know.
So I haven't been giving you the round of applause every time anymore. So I'm very impressed.
That's
I'm very
share for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Share if you desire.
Do you want to do some more?
What's more share?
Do you want to do some more?
Give me a share song.
Do you know any? Do you know any One Direction?
No.
No?
No, I do.
You don't know any One
No,
Direction?
I used to be a huge fan. Why am I holding this now?
I don't know. Should I do it as well to make you feel a bit better?
Thank you.
There we go.
What should I? I'm actually into the singing thing. Left a good job down in the city, working for a man every night and day. But I never lost 1 minute of sleep when I was worrying about the way that things might have been. Big wheel, keep on turning. Proud Mary, keep on rolling. And Proud Mary, keep on burning. And we're rolling on a river.
Ooh.
We're rolling on a river.
Wow. It's with the little high notes at the end now. Wow.
I think you should cut it there.
Well, keep that. We have to keep that bit in. All of that. All the singing.
No.
Of course we do.
No. I was gonna start singing again.
I'm keeping all. PR will be in touch, Louis. All of the.
Well, thank you for coming on, Louis.
Thank you for having me,
Thank you,
Jacob. Sorry for that. Little
That's
montage
all right,
at the
Louis.
end.
Just get the time up at the end there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Coming out. I want the world to know. Gonna let it show.
Woo.
I'm coming out. Bye.
Bye.